Good morning. Yes. Your boy's excited. I'm excited for a lot of reasons. One, I'm wearing this fucking hat. Don't fucking look at me.
Absolutely. And what you're talking about, you're interviewing all these athletes.
Joe
I think people
Rogan
tend to write off athletic
podcast. Laundry's going. I'm so excited. I'm excited for a lot of reasons. This pre-workout. So everybody's off today from work because of MLK. So this is like 11 o'clock. I have my meal, like pre-session, and then I go to the gym and stuff like that. So I'm taking it a little easier. I'm probably gonna go more towards like 1-ish. Greg's first day starts today, even though I don't know if he's actually going to the gym because he's out snowboarding again, and last time he got fucking wrecked. So Greg's first day, so his program is officially getting sent out. Just squaring off a couple things. I'm gonna get a movie on while I eat my pre and get the pump of a lifetime. Definitely not watching the podcast. I'll probably watch a movie. Gonna wait for laundry to get finished. Down this ramen. Chicken is the goat. Chicken flavor is the goat. Chicken is goat too. And then push. Should I wear the hat? I don't know if I should wear the hat. Push. We'll catch you guys in the gym. Ain't that some shit? Yo, tuna with yum yum sauce is kind of a hack. Yo, so what a push session, right? So, yesterday I went and freaking pushed, and I recorded the morning clip and threw this battery on the charger to I need it for the later gym session, and your boy literally just forgot to take the other charger, and then I'm like, oh, well, this is, right? Like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, this is why I carry 2 cameras. I was like, now we have a backup battery, and your battery's dead. So sick. So literally the next day. It's all right, though, because the numbers were spicy today. Yesterday was 215 for 3 doubles, I think. I don't know, something on bench. But today was supposed to be an 8. Depth was amazing. Shout out Sarah, because she helped me on a number that I didn't record. So that was sick. But 405 for 2. For 4 sets of 2, 4 doubles. So super sick. Happy with how that moved. The rest of the workout was 2x20 on the constant leg press to keep blood flowing. But everything was just sore. So I was just like, I'm not going to record the rest of the workout because it was pretty straightforward. But I'm going to eat. And I just got news this morning. I called Andy, I texted Andy, and boy, we gotta work. These next 90 to 180 days are special. Not even on a personal front, on all levels. So I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to step inside my brain with vision boards and planning. So good old pros and cons list coming out. So let me eat, relax, probably shower, and let's work. All right, so let's chat. So I'm probably gonna do a voiceover on me literally writing the stuff down. So in terms of vision boards and goal setting, game planning, whatever you want to call it, whatever fancy terminology you want to throw around on it, it's just setting yourself up to succeed or to accomplish a certain goal. achieve a certain area of life, whether it be work and a gym and this and that. And subconsciously, it's something we do all do. It's kind of gotten like a weird time and age that we're at right now. It's a little weird because like everybody's like all of a sudden like very entrepreneurial in that sense and stuff like that. And I get it. It's a good kind of thing to kind of shove down your throat, theoretically speaking. But there's a lot of just going nowhere fast. We're gonna label it. So as you saw at the start of the video, I took out post-it notes, and basically within the post-it notes, I wrote down a few things, just a few key things, right? So it was Instagram content, and so Instagram content. We have YouTube, revive content, and raw content. So 4 categories. Again, this is for me personally, just breaking it down. It can be for whatever you want in life, and goals and aspirations. So within those 4 categories, on the big whiteboard that I have, it's within each 4 of the subcategories, they're broken down in terms of like how can I promote it, how can I help my friends, how can I help the community, and how can I personally gain from it. So on top of all of that, there's also like little regimens that I wrote within within the 4 pillars, within the stack that I have, in terms of how I can kind of game plan. So on the raw and revive side of things, I'm gonna just get a lot more routine with like photo shoots, either of the gear or the products. Give you guys ease of use, what I supplement with, morning and evening routines, kind of like little hacks, advantages versus other companies, the company as a whole in terms of like what they've done for me, on more of like a family base, not so much on like a product level, on more of like a just what they've done for me and the leadership and the concept behind the product, behind the story. So I'm sorry, the story behind the product. So meaning just more than just a pre-workout or a omega, and then within those realm of things, those 2 categories also fall under the IG and Instagram and YouTube. So on Instagram and YouTube, specifically Instagram, I do have to get better at. On Instagram, I have to get better at just posting more structurally. No, just posting in general, actually, on Instagram, because it's very sporadic. YouTube, I have to get more structured with. So in terms of like, that's why like I'm kind of leveling and laying the grass now, so to speak, in terms of like after this video where stuff is going to aid. So what I did write on the board, and I'll probably put I'm sure the voiceover will talk into because I'm gonna do the voiceover as I'm writing, but I'm sure like I'll run over into the clip and like actually show you guys what I have written down, and then you guys can pause the video. And again, these are just goals of mine. They're not gonna line up with you, but I'll bring it full circle towards the end of the clip. But IG, get more relative content on there. So I kind of broke it down, right? I kind of like the tri-layer reels that I've been doing recently. And again, if you're not following any of my Instagram stuff, the link is always in the bio. But I do kind of like the tri-layer reel because on a content level, it keeps me creative. It keeps it above par. And I'll run it for a certain amount of time. Like I said, I have like a 90-day plan right now in terms of just content, and then like another 90-day window. So I'll run it for a little bit, run into the floor, kind of like the same way I do my programming and my training. Kind of like 3-month intervals, or like a month or 2 months to 3 months interval, in terms of like, okay, run it to the ground a little bit, and then like it gets overexerted and there's too much and there's not progress. Okay, we got to find something new. So for the next 90 days, and then YouTube will kind of just flow. Same thing. It's a 90-day thing on YouTube, but YouTube's a little more long-term. But more on the Instagram side of things. So compounds are back in full motion. So squat, bench, and dead. So the way I'm doing the tri-layers now is I'll usually just break down, if I do 3 sets or 4 sets on a deadlift, I'll do the tri-layer reel. So what I want to start doing is on the main lifts throughout the week, and then I have to like really just get at. This is forcing me not to record every day at the very minimum my compound, which is fine. The compounds usually I have a lot more space anyway in terms of like the area I'm in. So it'll be the biggest number for the week. So I squat, bench, and dead. Squat once a week, deadlift once a week, bench 3 times a week. So, and out of the 3 times a week I bench, I'll probably put the biggest number up just because, again, like highlight reels, and those will be the 3. So it'll be 1 squat, 1 bench, 1 dead. That'll be 1 post. And then another reel would be like the very like lifestyle-y stuff. So right now we're picking up snowboarding and stuff like that. And if it's not snowboarding, we're playing pool, or I'll find something creative to do. I'm usually super creative throughout the week, whether it's like making breakfast in the morning or just quick transitions. So that'll be another reel. And then if I want to do a third reel throughout the day, throughout the week, it'll be like maybe a physique update, a composition update. And again, it doesn't change on a weekly basis, but just to keep the traction going and stuff like that. Finding like not really like selling out to algorithms. Like I don't want to create my own algorithm when it comes to that stuff. I was talking about that with Andy and the guys today in the chat. I'm not really like with the whole like selling out type of shit, but I do love that stuff. And being in a social world and being paid socially now. I do want to do it, but I want to do it my way. And then in the midst of all that, me promoting myself and doing the cool fancy cuts and this and that, like the client retention, and then pushing personal. What I put? Pushing personal. I don't even know what the fuck I wrote. That's crazy. Pushing personal. DER. Dev. Training. I don't know. I actually don't know what the fuck I wrote. It says pushing personal something and training. But anyway. On top of that, like I kind of want to get in a realm of like with my clients and stuff like that. Like if they're training throughout the week, kind of like put them up on my story and stuff like that. Again, using my social platform to kind of like leverage, like, right, I'm doing a little, right, and again, like it's an advantage I have in life. So like in a very social world, I think I can leverage it the proper way, because I am promoting health and all that stuff. And then now on the YouTube side of things, again, I wrote the whole 90-day. So what's going on now? Again, I'm breaking it down, and the reason why 90 is a specific number is because it takes 90 days to make a habit. And I said in one of my podcasts, you win the days, you win the weeks, you win the weeks, you win the months, you win the months, you win the year. You do that for 2 years and everything changes, and everything has changed predominantly. And there's a lot going on with Raw and Revive, which I will mention in the next video, like really, really big update. And I need all your guys' help. But going back to this, a 90-day bulk. So again, 90 days, it's 178 days. So I'm not 2 days behind. It's kind of been going on, but kind of catching up. But I like the attention and like the ease of like the eagerness to keep going for more. So 90-day intervals. So technically, if all cards are played well and New Zealand is still in effect, I have to figure out New Zealand because there's a whole lot of like, I actually can't say the word in the video because it'll get canceled. But what happened 2 years ago when we got shut down is still like very dominant out there, and it's like still really super weird. So whatever on that topic, that'll be figured out. But again, Pro Card is still in the books, and again, Pro Card is written at the very bottom of the YouTube category because full circle on YouTube, that's where it all aids towards. And so 90-day bulk, and then it'll be a 90-day cut, just like a regular, kind of traditional. And again, not 90-day bulk, but it's just like I'm at my limit right now where I have to push like a lot more of a regular bulk to gain that aspect. So giving that cycle like a 90-day refresh, so to speak, I'm gonna kick it up a notch a little bit. So in terms of like video structure now, I'm focusing on, because again in the 90 days I have a subcategory that has video structure. So it'll be eating, this, that, the whole, like I have an idea of plan on like I can do a YouTube board alone, which I do have another board that I'm gonna end up doing, but just for the sake of the video. So within the subject category of YouTube and the 90-day cycle / bulk, it's going to be like eating habits, schedule, routine, training, programming, strength training, how it's different from bodybuilding training, like all that stuff. So strength gain, size gain, pros and cons in terms of like, can you put on too much weight? How much weight should you put on? Should you go over? Body fat, this, that, like just little hacks I've learned along the way. And that's in the structure of like a lot of videos. I was playing with the idea of maybe having X amount of videos out within the 90 days. But I don't know if I want to put a cap or limit on that because I do fun stuff on the weekend, like with all the skiing and stuff like that. And what's changed, and this is going to go in the next video as well, because it is super important, because it ended up taking a good, what I'm about to say, it took a hit on me, but in a good way. So I started doing cold plunges, 11 minutes total for the week, and 55 total sauna minutes for the week. So without going too much into depth to it, it's usually 3 to 4 days after a training session for sauna time at like 15-20 minutes. And then it's usually like 2-ish minutes in the morning, which I'm going to start showing you guys. I want to set it up outside. And again, and this is for the week. Again, I'm not doing 11 minutes at once or 55 minutes at once again. Maybe if I have to, but again, it's never that, again, throughout the week, I can figure out an hour of like a whole week's worth of time to do this stuff. Sauna wouldn't be so bad, but 11 minutes in a cold plunge is like terrible. But I can figure out 11 minutes for a week, so it's kind of goes without saying. And then programming prep and pro card. And again, that's right under the category of all of that stuff on YouTube. And in terms of like, because that's the bigger vision, full circle. So when I'm making the videos, they're all like subliminally like aiding towards that process and stuff like that. And then where Raw and Revive fall into both IG and YouTube is just constantly plugging myself. And then at the bottom, I put Code Yanni, personal training and content growth, because they're all dialing within each other. And on a social aspect, that's where the gym stuff is aiding. You know, in terms of like the car stuff, I don't know. I could technically just literally branch off a fifth pillar and start doing car stuff. But then again, that could just be another part of, now it'd be 4 videos. You know what I mean? Because like, we're never so savvy into the car stuff anyway. New York is like very fast for me to like sit down and enjoy the cars and stuff like that. Obviously everything is going well with the GTR, but it's like, this is what's paying me. This is the attention right now. This is clock-in work. So, and I'll probably have another board for the car once it comes back too. But right now, I'm talking about next couple of months, this is the focus. And in the next video, I'm literally going to show you about now the program breakdown, the next 90 days. Well, again, 90 days, it'll be like 80, 85 by the time that video comes out, and by the time this video comes out. So this is a little bit of a boring video, but it is super important, and why a lot of you guys are asking, how do I stay motivated, or how do I do this, how do I do that? It's not a matter of fact of motivating. It's just like, this is what I do for work, so this is what I got to wake up and do. This is stuff you guys don't see. This is stuff most people don't understand when it comes to being an influencer. There's quotas we got to hit, just like any other job. Like literally, just it's not a fancy thing. Just any job you do, you got to clock in, whatever, 9 to 5, do this, do that. So like when I'm going to the gym, I'm working. A lot of the times, yes, it's fun. I mean, that's the plus, the pro of what we do. Because everybody's like, oh, if I got paid to do it, I would do it. Well, then why aren't you doing it? There's a lot of opportunity out there. There's a lot of good, you know, and the reason why I love Raw and Revive is because they're not just looking for somebody who's putting their ass on the internet. Don't get me wrong, I love my physique updates. I love my, you know, from a outsider looking in, it just looks like posing and like this guy's half naked on Instagram. And I mean, hey, if you're judging it like that, but I mean, if you're reading and following my story, and you're following the clips and stuff like that, it's so much more. I mean, business and fitness go hand in hand with everything. I learned fitness and I became a great, you know, like, that's when like my business endeavor started, and it's still very premature and very early in my career. But like, everything I'm learning inside of the gym is just, I'm learning, and again, that's a whole nother tangent, but going back to this stuff is like, it's very, if you don't plan to succeed, you plan to fail. No plan at all is planning to fail, because a goal without a plan, you know, is a wish, a dream, whatever the saying is. But it's like, I can't even talk in terms of like the corny statements and the quotes and the, you know, like grinding 25 hours a day, you know, like that shit. Because like, I mean, it is the truth. There's nothing wrong with saying that and stuff like that. But how many times are you going to say that before it sounds corny? So what's not corny is this stuff. And this is actually borderline corny. I know that's like, that statement was like a what the fuck, but this is borderline corny because this is just stuff I wake up subconsciously and do every day as an individual. But now, will it aid you to see it every morning? Yeah, it does, because like, I have all over the room. I've had the R35, the R34, and the R32. Now the R35 we had, R32 we have, R35 we had, and the 34 is, you know, it's all a work in progress. I mean, you're getting up, you're seeing it every day subconsciously. Like, what I even want to start doing moving forward is maybe a quote in the morning to start the videos. I remember Russell used to do it when he was back at his apartment before he even had corrupted strength. He would wake up, you know, like kind of write a quote, and that would be the follow throughout the day. So I'm super like I'm very happy that like I get to lead this life in terms of like, I get to just go to the gym, work with clients, and like, I want, like, the other day, or was the other week, where I went into the 455 and Greg said something in the chat, and I was like, damn, Greg motivated me to go. And I was like, imagine that, full circle, on a very small scale, right, in terms of like clients and stuff like that. And again, any questions, the link tree is always in the bio in terms of like submissions to potentially work with me and applications and stuff like that. Any of the affiliate programs are all down there. But Greg said something in the chat, and again, Greg's a best friend on top of a client. Greg is like very, very special in that category in terms of like who he is in my life, because Greg also takes direction from me, as well as like Greg is also one of my best friends in life. So like I love that, and the same thing goes for Andy. Andy's just going through like life right now, so like for him it's a little weird with the gym and stuff like that. But again, it happens. He still gets in there when he can, and again, sometimes somebody's best is just showing up, right? Everybody's at a different point in life, so I don't really, and I've been through a lot of it, and they're grown ass men. They understand that aspect too. They know that if and when there's time, on top of like making sure life is in order, they give it a go. But just a full circle of like motivation and discipline. Like I really meant what I said when we're coming in different this year. We reunited with Will and stuff like that. And not that we didn't. I mean, there was like a weird. I don't know what the fuck happened. I mean, but whatever. I know what happened, but like it's just a sob story. Circle got a lot smaller. Reunited with Will, and like now we're just a bunch of content fucking demons. I mean, Greg spent more in a month than I fucking have in the past like year and a half, and I mean my equipment is pretty. I'm looking for my equipment. I'm fucking using it. My equipment's pretty great. I'd even consider getting rid of the R4 because I don't even use it for photos. I'm gonna see if maybe the S3 can do just enough. You know what I mean? Because I don't really do it to that extent anymore. Because I'm kind of mad. I mean, the A1 came out and it does what both of these cameras does. Both of what these cameras do in one camera. So I'm like, fuck. So in terms of like freeing up cash and stuff like that, I could just get rid of one body. But I don't know. That's another question. But again, the realm of like everybody doing well, like we're all doing content. Andy knows a lot more than he actually does, and we just kind of got to get him out of his own way to shoot. But Andy's a busy ass motherfucker. Greg on the flip side has a little more time than us, and he can do that stuff, and that's great. Like I said, that's the goal for everybody, and the goal is for everybody to win. He just started up his personal store and stuff like that. So just goals. Like shove them down your fucking throat because no one's gonna accomplish them for you. And I mean seriously, like where I am with Raw and Revive is literally a byproduct of what you guys are doing for me. And I think that's absolutely fucking crazy. And it's why I want to just like gain structure and give you guys like better content to watch. Like you guys are literally investing in me. You're literally running up my code, whether it be tagging me, wearing the shirt, tagging me in a story, like that is fucking amazing. This is a young boy from fucking back at home in New York that like, and I'm serious, the next video is gonna, like the opportunity I have is fucking amazing, and I need everybody I need all hands on deck when it comes to this, because this is a life-changing opportunity that I want to bring you guys in on, that you guys can now see firsthand. And talking about it and foreshadowing in this video, the whole 90-day thing is a big thing for me. So write down your goals. It doesn't have to be on a big ass fucking board, and you don't have to make a video about it. Put some notes in your phone. Put a goal in your I mean, I was even talking to freaking Bravo. We were doing her next 5 weeks on priming to 300 on a 300 squat, and I want to have 315. Just literally break it down. Just this is what I'm gonna do this week. This is what I'm gonna do next week. This one, and again, the structure of it is she's doing 3 lowers throughout the week. On Monday she squats, on Wednesday she does an accessory, and on Saturday she does deadlifts again. Now, like the process of all of it is aiding the 300 to 315 squat. You want to do everything you can within the 5 weeks to prime, whether it be the machine work in the middle of the week, and the deadlifts not taking too much away from the squat at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week for the beginning of the week. So just like throwing all that into play, it's easy to dream like super wide. And again, I said it on my story, and I think Tony Robbins said it, or Bill Gates said it. One or the other. Tony Robbins said it, but I think he got it from Bill Gates. I'm gonna butcher it, but I said it in my post the other day because, yes, most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And if that's not the epitome of delaying gratification, I don't know what is, because I said in that post as well that this took years to build, and I am now getting traction, which it's in quotes and then it's not in quotes, because I am now getting traction. But the part of me that's coming to light and getting traction, and the reason why I'm getting traction and why I'm like pushing out the message that I wanted to push out when I was earlier in my career that I could now do that then I couldn't, is playing my part. You guys weren't with me at 1, 2 a.m., 2, 3 a.m. gym sessions when we were building back in Scarsdale. I was working like full-time, like 3 full-time jobs. It was with FedEx. It was with Dad, and AutoZone. And like and now I can legally speak on it because everything is cleared. But like I was pulling like super light early shifts. It was like it was 6 to 3. No, I'm sorry. It was 9 to 3. 3 I would go and train. 2, 3 o'clock I would go train. Come home, work with Dad, eat, and then I would wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and I would go with my boy Lewis, and Lewis was with me at AZ too, and we would run FedEx, and then I would come home in between FedEx and AutoZone, eat in the morning, shower, and get ready and go, and that was the routine for like 7 days in a week. And now it's like I'm at the point right now where I have more opportunity than I do time, but it's like the opportunities have to be quality work now, and I'm weighing out my odds and stuff like that. And again, that's a whole other segment in and of itself. But again, like writing this shit down and being true to myself, like what do I want? Where do I want to be in the next couple of years? Where do I want to be, XYZ? Because like I couldn't tell you when I started that I wanted to do bodybuilding. It was just I wanted to look good. Now again, if I was writing it down, right, looking good, right, I'm literally writing it down, looking good. Now, if you sub that category in terms of like, well, how can I look good, right? Eating well, lifting well, good environment, right? And now I'm not writing, but like eating well eating well, looking well, right? Like how can I aid the process? Well, let's talk about supplements. Let's talk about proper gym equipment, proper environment, the best setup, the this and that, and right. And now stemming it down now and coming full circle, right? I was as just a hustler at the time. I wasn't an entrepreneur. I was like, how can I make money eating? How can I make money with cars? How can I make money with this? How can I make money with that? How I made money eating, right? Raw is literally a supplement company. How can it aid me in the process? Well, I have to stand for something. I have to do something. So I went and did bodybuilding, and then on top of bodybuilding, it gave me Alpha Lead. It gave me Raw. It did this for me. It did that for me. Becoming a better person offered me more opportunities. And now full circle, now that I have the opportunities, it's like, am I going to fuck them up? No, I've been with Raw since, it hasn't even been a year since I've been with Raw. And I'm running through the wall with them because I want to. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I'm doing as much as I can. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but I'm doing as much as I can. And again, without making it this super, super long, I know it's going to be long, but bear with me. It's an important video. It's set the tone for the next couple of months to weeks. Or weeks to months. This is gonna be a big, big, big opportunity. So buckle up. I'm here to help wherever I can. DM me, whatever. I'm helping Paulo, I'm helping Ryan, I'm helping like so many, like, and these aren't even clients. I'm just helping people. Whatever you need that I can do, and again within reason, right? Because I'm not gonna like full on take over your life without like I can't do this shit for free. Although I wish I could, but. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Please, please, please. I'm gonna ask you guys. I need you guys. I'm holding my end of the bargain. I need you guys to continuously smash that like button, subscribe, share this if you can. Not necessarily this video, but share the future videos because I don't know if people have the retention span to this stuff. Share the videos if you can. Share the Instagrams if you can. I'm really looking to do a lot, and I need your guys' help. I can't do it without you guys. We've been doing so well together, and I'm doing my best to take care of the people who are helping me in ways that I could. And it's just, I'm super excited. So get ready. We're going to catch you guys in the next one.